All right, this is the second official episode of Sam Sketch Stories, and it's going to be a pretty busy day for me. So I want to be able to do another drawing. I make sure to draw as many times as I can, and I also want to get like some practice in, of course. You know what this is all about, where I just talk about life and stuff and other things, because we're just having a conversation while I just draw in front of y'all, so I can kind of, help build up the skills. And you know what this is all about. I think if you watch the first episode, it would kind of be like evident. But if you're new, yeah, literally just try to draw and talk. I'm not that good yet. I'm trying to learn. And I realized that I'm going to kind of summarize previous episode, but there is like a lot of channels and YouTubers that have like similar types of content, but the thing is that they're already really good at drawing. But I want to show people the growth kind of in like real time to an extent, so I kind of want to go down my way and practice and just get out of my comfort zone, because this is something I've been wanting to do since the beginning of the year, but I would kind of was scared, but screw it. We're just gonna go through it. And today, I actually kind of have a specific topic in mind today. So we're actually gonna talk about. I'm gonna try to draw some characters and stuff, or some art from the movie Robot Dreams. I watched the early screening. They did an early screening yesterday. By the time you're recording this, I don't know when I have posted. Would I have posted this one? Because yesterday was the 6th on the day I'm recording this one. This one's probably gonna be plopped down on a different day. But by the time you've seen it, it's already like the early screening's already done and everything like that. The movie, I think, is officially having a wider release in May. But I watched it, and funny thing is that like a lot of people I knew were busy or just had things to do, because it was on a Wednesday, it was random, it was like, and the thing is, like, sometimes I do things off of spontaneity. I just like go at it, which can sometimes be really great, but also can be really bad. I didn't find out about the early screening until like very recent, so like I had to buy the ticket and just go. But that's besides the point. But anyways, Robot Dreams, yes, we were talking about that. And actually, let me go away and let me just go ahead and okay. So I drew this yesterday. It doesn't look that good. I was tired. I literally, at that moment, I finished watching the movie. I also finished my workout, so I was pretty exhausted. But I told myself, like, you gotta draw. Don't make it a chore. It's fun, but you gotta draw every day. Even if it looks like doo-doo butter, you're still getting that practice in. Chicken scratches as far as the eye can see. You still got that little line, like the nose is transparent. It's like, but it's fun. I like it. If I hated it, why would I be doing it? You know what I'm saying? Because this is a choice that I made. And that's another thing. Like, if you're I know you've probably heard like 500 billion people say this, but if you're doing art just for the sole purpose of just like, ooh, I'm gonna get mad views, or I'm gonna make so much bread, it's like, I mean, cool, but that's kind of not necessarily the point. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you enjoy it, it's really good. Because I'm definitely not in it for the bread. Because like, if I wanted to do it for the bread, I would have like practiced. Like, I would have done practice and stuff like that like years ago. I would have been like, okay, like, I'm locked in. I'm gonna go to like Cal Arts or one of the big schools. I'm gonna make so many connections because I'm so awesome, and I'm gonna like go out of my way and make friends with everyone in the industry. Oh, look at that. Oh, look at that. We all have big shows now. LOL. Like, we ball. Nah, it don't. I mean, it works like that depending on how you approach things or how good you are, or if you have like just a natural born talent. I won't even say that like art is like a natural born talent. I think if like it depends, it low key depends on like how your parents feel about art. It's like if they want to let you express your creativity and not box you into a predetermined place career wise, and they want you to express yourself, they want you to be able to like express yourself, tell your own story. A lot of times people with parents like those that have like, you know, that like their children are into art, for example, a lot of those people end up really, really succeeding because they were never really told no by the people that matter to them most, which is their parents to some extent, or family members or friends or what have you. Growing up, yes, I was creative, super, super creative. I drew, not all the time, but I wanted to draw. And I loved the idea of getting good at drawing. And I loved the idea of comics. And like, I wanted to draw for years. Years. I remember, at least like consistently, I remember one time I was young. This was back when I still had like my PSP and everything like that. This was years ago. But I remember somebody from what was it called at the time? I think it was like a church or something like that. We were like at church, we were at Sunday school, and like this one person brought in like sketchbook. I'm like, ooh, let me see it. It looks so cool. I think I might still have the pictures. I don't know. I mean, this was years ago though, and like, I don't know if I want to show their sketches to like the internet without their permission. I don't, even if I found it, I don't think I'm gonna do that. But I remember seeing the sketches. I'm like, oh my goodness, you're talented. You got like a thing going on. I like that thing. It's clear that you practice. Because I think with the art, like with his art, he didn't make it a chore. He just did it for the hell of it. He liked it. He enjoyed it. And he had fun. I don't think his parents had anything wrong with it. I don't think like, you know, people around him had anything wrong with it. He just expressed his creativity. And because of that, I think he had fun with art. He had fun with art. I don't know like if he still draws today. Usually a theme I hear with a lot of people is like, oh, I used to draw, but not anymore. Which, I mean, depending on people's life stories, it makes sense. If you get busy, you might not have as much time to draw. You might not have much time to create, especially if you get like a career job. You know, it makes sense. Like, oh, I used to draw, but not anymore. Super, super consistent thing I hear. But the reason why I'm not gonna stop, because I don't want to like have conversations in this like with myself where I'm like, ooh, like I would have been crazy at drawing had I continued. You know what I'm saying? Or I would have been really good. I don't want to have like more would have beens, could have been, should have beens, whatever have beens. I want to have more, oh yeah, like how can I do better? How can I improve on what I'm working on? And that's something that I want to teach people. Not teach people. Being a teacher, like a mentor or something, would kind of be cool actually. Just helping people, you know, we're in similar positions like myself. Just kind of tell them what I wish people would have told me. That would be kind of awesome actually. But that's besides the point. With art, I've noticed a lot of people around my age or older than me, or even in some cases younger than me, to be like, oh, I used to draw, but I quit. And it's like, why did you quit? It's like, because I wasn't getting good enough, or because like, you know, I just stopped because like, you know, I just didn't have time. And it's like, you can make a time for just a little bit of drawing. You know what I mean? You can make time. Because like, I know there's 24 hours in a day. How many pockets of time, you know, little small pockets where you can like doodle? You know, like a lot of the times, like, oh, I don't have time to draw, but like we look at our phones for real. We look at social media. We look at like posts and stuff. And in some cases, people like doom scroll. I'm like, if you took a lot of, not even all the time, if you took like at least like half the time you used to doom scroll to at least like let your creative juices run wild, you'll make something, you know, you'll make something cool. I feel, I hope. So, you know, it's kind of the topic. Well, not the topic. The main topic I actually wanted to talk about was robot dreams. So I watched the movie yesterday, and it's movies like that as to why I love animation so much. It's why I love cartoons. It's why I love just animation so much. It's such a beautiful film. It's such a beautiful film. I watched it yesterday. I was moved. Like, such a beautiful film. It made me so happy. It's such a great, it restored like life. You know what I'm saying? Like, the movie was so good. It just made me smile. You know what I mean? Like, I've seen movies before, and like they would be so good, they would make me smile. Like, you know, like Puss in Boots, like, you know, like The Last Wish. That movie definitely made me smile. You know, that movie's great. Knowing there's like, oh my gosh, like DreamWorks still has the sauce. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, to an extent. I mean, we will see, because they're gonna start outsourcing their movies after The Wild Robot. Yeah, The Wild Robot. Apparently after that movie, they're gonna start outsourcing their movies. Which sucks, because like DreamWorks was one of the few places that wouldn't outsource the movies that they would make. So like it would still be quality, and they would be able to, like, you know, have a lot of the same, they would be able to have like really cool jokes that they could make, because like, you know, they're all like tapped in, they know what to do. But now they're going to outsource their animation, which isn't necessarily, I don't think it's a good thing, in my opinion. I really like it when animation is done in-house, especially if it's like CG animation or 2D animation or what have you. I love it when it's like not outsourced, because like, oh, now like people can, like, you know, people that are working on these films can have more, they can implement more of the creativity of the people that were working in the film in-house in the final product. But now, like, they're gonna start outsourcing their films. Like after Kung Fu Panda 4 and after The Wild Robot, they're gonna just outsource their films, and I don't like that. I'm not a fan. I mean, sure, it's like one could say like, but Sam, Across the Spider-Verse is outsourced. I'm like, and you might be right, I think. But unless I'm wrong, you might be right, you might be wrong. Regardless on whether the film's outsourced or not, there's like a certain type of sauce to movies that aren't outsourced. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like the jokes could be more, like, it will hit more, because you don't need to like deal with like, you know, oh yeah, I have to go back and forth between who understands the joke inside the animation studio, who doesn't, da, 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 da. I don't know how a lot of that stuff works. And if anyone, I doubt it, but if anyone that's watching this video, or if anyone like that is even like tapped in on this channel, knows how like all this stuff works within the animation industry, please correct me. I would love to be corrected, and I would love to be aware of what's going on. But yeah, I'm gonna watch Last Robot when it comes out. But back to Robot Dreams. So with Robot Dreams, oh my goodness, I almost don't want to talk about the film. Not because I don't want to, but because I want y'all to see it for yourselves. Like, when it comes out, like, fully, please just go in. I wouldn't even watch any trailers or nothing. Just go in and watch it. Please. It's so sweet. It's like one of those films where it's like, oh my goodness, like this shit made me smile. Like, genuinely, like nigga, I'm gonna start crying for real. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like good. It's like that good, you know? And having that is just very, very integral. Having movies that, you know, have a lot of purpose and have a lot of creativity to them is just a very like wonderful thing, because when they were working on this film, or one thing I'll say about this film is the film takes place in New York. I've only been to New York a few times, and they got so much shit right. They got so much shit right in this film, and it's very, very, what's the word? It's very, like, you can tell the people who have made this film have definitely lived in New York. Like, pre 9/11 New York, they, like, you know, like 80s, like, it's, that's another thing. I'll say this. The film also takes place in the 80s, but it's one of those films where, yes, you have context clues as to where the film takes place, but it doesn't put it all over your face. You know what I'm saying? It feels like a movie that could be happening right now, but then you just see little things like, oh, it's grounding itself because it's in the 80s, right? There's certain things, certain elements to the film that have a sense of, like, it grounds you. The film grounds you a bunch, and that is kind of like a really cool thing about the film. Now, with that being said, I frankly can say that this is one of the best films I've seen this year. I ain't gonna hold you. It's a really beautiful, really wonderful film, and I would recommend lots of people watch it. I almost want to go into like an in-depth review of the movie. I almost do. I really want to, but I want people to see it first. You know what I mean? I want people to see it first, and like, of course, I would love if there's like demand for a review. But it's like one of those movies where it's like, I have got to see it again. Like I have got to see this film right now. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's so good. If it wasn't just a one-day screening for the limited time thing, then I would be like, I'm gonna see this movie again tomorrow. It's like, you know, it's so good. It's so good. The characters are simple. I'll say this, the characters have very simple names. The main character's name is Dog. The other character's name is Robot. This is very, very simple stuff. And I like it when creators do that. It's like, hey, no, let's not make it complicated. Let's just give them a name. Dog. Robot. All right, boom, that's it. Yeah, it's like really, it's really really bold and impactful names. Definitely really unique names. Now, with the movie, it has so many great elements to it, but I'm just gonna go on this point and just say, like, if there's demand for a review, if y'all would really want to see a review from me, because low-key, I've always kind of wanted to do like reviews on movies and stuff like that. I've always wanted to do that, but the amount of editing and stuff that would be required to do that would be so astronomically lots, and like to just get do it. But I feel like if I were to review like animation, especially like Western cartoons, I'd be able to do it in a way that feels really natural and not, dare I say, and this is no offense to any YouTubers I used to watch or anything, like cringy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if I reviewed like animation, like Western animation, like cartoons, like we're talking like stuff that's airing on Cartoon Network, like Nick Disney. If I were to do like reviews on stuff like that, bruh, I will make it not cringe. I will be like, okay, this is my opinion. I'm gonna chop it up with you. And like, that's it. That's that. I'm gonna chop it up. Oh, I can't draw hands, gang. Oh, nah. Nah. Like, oh, nah in unison. Like, nah. But yeah, with oh my goodness, with Robot Dreams, I would love to review that film. That'd be a really good film to review. I mean, if you want my quick review, I would love to say, and I said this on my letterbox, I'm not even kidding. This is why I love animation. That is like, to summarize why I like the film, that's it. This is why I love animation. Don't look up I would not look up much about the movie. I mean, other than like very basic things, just don't look up a lot. Just go ahead and watch it when you get the opportunity. If you really, I don't know if it's on any streaming services, but I would say wait until it drops in theaters and then go ahead and watch it, because it's a very, very beautiful film. Very, very beautiful. And it's really impactful. It makes an impact on you. And while like there's some things that like, you know, like, I mean, I kind of don't relate to growing up in New York. I did relate to some of the feelings that like Dog was feeling. Like, you know, it spoke to me, despite me never really, I mean, okay, no, I'm kidding. I mean, I've been in a position where I kind of would feel like Dog. Proportions are off. The hands are off. That's okay. We will work on this. I'm just kind of, I have like a lot of references, so just kind of like going off like different like poses and stuff like that, and just drawing lots of things, because they're very simple characters to draw. Boy, you shouldn't be talking. It took you how long to draw those two characters? I know, and that's okay. That's gonna be a constant thing you hear on this channel. Like, I know, and that's okay. As long as I learn from it, then I'll be okay. How are y'all doing though? Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and stretch. Gatorade. Gatorade. Y'all remember that one video? Gatorade. Stretch. Yeah, bomba class. Good God. Yeah, nah. Gatorade. Bro, I need to find that video. I want to add the Gatorade video. Like, it will make so much sense, because if I'm just saying Gatorade for nothing, people won't get it. So it's like, I have to show y'all the video. Like Gatorade. Like, it's so stupid that I like it, and it's like funny. It's like you know, it's just like an anthem. Like, you know, like dudes doing free advertisement for Gatorade, like and like unpaid. It's crazy. But all jokes aside, right? All thirst quenchers aside, yo, there are some people that do not like Gatorade. If you knew me, there was no joke. I did not play when it came to the Gatorade G2 joints. Oh my goodness, our school had those. Oh my goodness, I could not play, and I realized that there's not enough space. You know what? That's okay. You know what? I'm gonna do something. I am going to draw something else, actually. You know what? I'm gonna draw something else. That's the beauty of drawing. Like, sometimes making mistakes can sometimes lead to different drawings. This one's gonna be from my imagination now. I know. It doesn't really make much sense. Oh, this is so bad. What am I doing? But that's okay. Y'all are here to see the mistakes. Y'all are here to see the flaws. Y'all are here to see the bullocks, and y'all are gonna be okay with that. Because not everything is supposed to be perfect. As long as we learn, that's all that matters. I know what you're saying, like, what are you drawing? It doesn't make any sense. It's like, I don't know yet. I'm just drawing a little character. Um, the eyes look off. Sometimes when you make mistakes, you really gotta like deal with your like imagination, and sometimes your imagination can make something out of nothing or make something out of something that was supposed to be something else. I was trying to draw another side of dog, but I couldn't because I just did realize I didn't have enough space. So I was like, you know what, let me just take what I have and see if I can build something with that and just make a random little character. And this could be like a little weapon, and then this could be like another weapon. Katanas, little tiny blades. It's kind of, and I feel like, you know, people should like still learn how to maintain their imagination without having to like make it be because like, oh yeah, like, ooh, I saw like a lot of this stuff on the interwebs. Like, okay, there's nothing wrong with getting like references. That's not what I mean. I mean, like, what I mean is like, I feel like people should like kind of relearn how to go back in their noggins and just kind of come up with stuff, even if it doesn't make any sense. Because I feel like a lot of people are scared to do that nowadays. Like, oh, what I'm doing, it has to be off of something originally. It has to be based off of this or based off of that. It's like sometimes you gotta just make up stuff from your own brain. If you don't know how to do that, then you know, practice. I don't know how to practice. I don't know how you would practice. Just kind of like think to yourself, like, okay, you have nothing, but what do you what like try to do something with what you got. What did you learn from like what did you learn and how do you want to implement it? I know y'all can't see that smile, that little angry face, but this character's a mad little elf. Got little beads of power right here, little tiny pods. Like, I think of the design ethos of some of my favorite designers and favorite people who create, and I see a lot of what they do, and I think a lot of what they do is like, let's put something out that we've never really done before. This little elf homie. By me. LOL. Little elf homie just doing little elf things or something. You have to give it elf ears. Oh my god, the ears make it look more like Yoda. Go ahead and put a little zipper on there. Little cool little jacket design type. Yeah. I should doodle one more thing. It's just gonna be straight from the imagination. Draw a little face. Oh, but yeah, sorry for not talking much. I actually kind of lost track, and I actually wanted to focus more on this drawing. It's really therapeutic for me, actually. Drawing used to be something I was like, oh, I'll never get as good as other people, but if you really just let the brain do the talking, in some cases, it can work. And if it doesn't work in your favor, that's okay. Always try again. You'll have fun with it one day. All right. You know what? That's not too shabby. It's giving preschool. I don't care. I remember somebody made it a drawing. I forgot where it was from, but somebody was like, it's giving kids, and it's like, I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. It's my work. I'm learning. I need to do more work on like anatomy and structure, and I also want to do more draw box stuff. Hopefully I can do more draw box stuff. But I'm gonna end the episode right here. Sorry for being a little quiet near the end, unless you don't like hearing me yap, which in that case, yeah, you're welcome. Anyways, this has been episode 2. Canonically, it's episode 3 if we count the pilot, of Sam Sketch Stories. And yeah, hopefully y'all have a good rest of your day. It's been good sketching with y'all a little bit and just doing a little bit of stuff. And yeah, when you get the chance, please watch Robot Dreams. Please. It's a good movie. Please. Okay, bye. Watch Robot Dreams, please. Okay, bye.